Hello and welcome to Cover 2 TV. I'm Steve Hoare and I'm going to count down the top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL today. At number 10, it's Derek Carr of the Oakland Raiders, the man who unfortunately last year ended the season with a broken leg just before he got the chance to play in his first playoff game. Derek Carr has come in as a second-round pick and he's turned Oakland from losers almost into contenders. Can they stay there this season? Probably. We'll find out soon enough. At 9, it's Cam Newton of the Carolina Panthers. 2 years ago, Cam was the MVP of the league. Last year, he had a bit of a down season, but the Panthers have done all they can to give Cam the weapons he needs to be successful once again. It wouldn't be a huge shock if in 12 months' time, Cam is even higher on this list. At 8, it's Phil Rivers of the Los Angeles Chargers. Rivers, the old gunslinger himself, the man with many kids. He is simply fantastic, isn't he? He's had a couple of bad seasons in terms of picks and interceptions, but similar to Newton, the Chargers have done all they can to give Rivers all the help he needs this season. We're backing him as a sneaky outside pick for the MVP. You heard that one here first. At 7, it's Andrew Luck of the Indianapolis Colts, the man who was forced to take over from Peyton Manning. Big shoes to fill, and by and large, he's done a very, very good job. He's took the Colts to the playoffs, he's took them to the championship game. All that's left is to take him to that Super Bowl and win it. Can he do it this season? Who knows? Will he do it one day? Probably. At 6, it's Big Ben Roethlisberger of the Pittsburgh Steelers. There was talk about Ben retiring in this offseason, but why would you retire when you've got Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown around you? You'd be a bit stupid too. Ben's got 2 rings already. He's looking for number 3, and there's a very good chance he might get it this season. At number 5, it's Matty Ice himself, Matt Ryan of the Atlanta Falcons, the reigning MVP of the league. He had his best year by far last season and was this close to being a Super Bowl winner. Can he go one better this season, or will the Falcons suffer that infamous Super Bowl hangover? We're all going to have to wait and see. At number 4, it's Drew Brees of the New Orleans Saints, the man who has thrown for 5,000 yards on 5 separate occasions. He's got 1 Super Bowl ring. He's desperate to make it number 2. Have the Saints done enough to help him? We'll find out this year. At number 3, it's Russell Wilson of the Seattle Seahawks. He's got 1 ring already, and he was this close to having a second one. He can do everything. He can run, he can pass, he can do absolutely everything you need from a franchise quarterback. While he's a little bit cringy off the field, he's really, really good when he's on it, and that's all that matters. At number 2, it's the first of our number 12s, and in this case, it's this man. It's Aaron Rodgers of the Green Bay Packers. Personally, I'm biased. I'd have had him number 1, but he's number 2 on our list. Is there anything that Aaron Rodgers can't do? He is unbelievable. If you could build a quarterback, you would build Aaron Rodgers. He makes throws that nobody else can make. He is amazing when he's on the run. He can control the line of scrimmage. He does absolutely everything. He is fantastic. The only shame, personally, is that he's only got 1 ring. Can he make it more? I really, really hope so. And at number 1, no surprises here. He's the greatest of all time. It is Tom Brady of the New England Patriots. He's got 5 rings. Count it, 5 rings. Unbelievable. What a career Tom Brady's had. 6th-round draft pick, comes in, gets his job, takes it for life, and has made himself the best sportsman probably on the planet. What an absolute legend Tom Brady is. Can we argue with him being number 1? Even me, even I can't argue. He is simply brilliant. So there we have it, the top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL today. Please, please, please give the video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you all soon.